Alright, so this is Tiblio, and it's an amazing online service that helps you find the best trading opportunities. They have multiple different screeners for credit spreads, option sweeps to follow large trades and big money moves, and a lot more for your different trading strategies. There's a trading board so you can log all your trades as soon as you enter. You're gonna get real-time alerts sent straight to your phone. But the best feature is the community Discord group, where you can exchange trading ideas and get guidance from the Tiblio team. So you can sign up for $34.95 a month. That's less than a tank of gas, but make sure that you sign up with my link and get your first month for 20% off. All right, so make sure you check out Tiblio. This video is brought to you by Webull, now available in the UK. Webull is the ultimate trading platform where you can trade stocks, ETFs, and options with zero commissions. So Webull's free and it's easy to learn. And the best part, with Webull, you can start investing with as little as $5. When you deposit $100 into Webull, then you'll get up to 12 free stocks. Personally, I love using Webull to analyze charts and take my trades. It's so much fun, and you can even practice your trades and strategies in a paper trading account. Use my link below this video to download Webull. Wait, okay, hold on. Okay. No, I did not. Oh no, hold on. Hold on. Hold on, everybody. Oh, I'm tripping. All right. Oh. Okay, what's up YouTube? This is Foxtel Digital coming to you again with Black Girl Stocks, and this is our Sunday live chat where we're just gonna come and talk about a few different stocks and options that we're looking into for this week. Okay, I hope that everybody has had an amazing trading week. I don't know if it was that amazing because it's been pretty bearish, but we're trading options, so puts for the win, okay? So I hope everybody's doing well. Make sure you thumbs up this video, and if you're not already subscribed, okay? So this is gonna be a quick video. We're gonna go ahead and get into it. All right, so let's go over here. Okay. Oop. So what we're gonna do is, first we're gonna run through what we have to look forward to in the stock market next week. So we have some things going on. Just kind of looking at the overall indices like SPY and QQQ, and then we're going to look at a few individual stocks. Me personally, I only have about 8 that I want to look into. So I'm going to do that, and if you guys want to look at any, make sure you just leave it in the comment section below, and we're going to get into it, okay? What's up, Mr. Opinion? What's going on? Vince Trest, what's up? Battles card, hello. P24s, good evening. What's going on? Okay. So let's get into it really quickly. Now, so you guys already know last week was a mess. The Federal Reserve did hold off on the interest rates, but they did basically say they're going to have more interest rates and less interest rate cuts than we were anticipating going into next year. So you know, that was interesting. Next week, the big thing is going to be the PCE data. Okay, so that's the personal consumption expenditures, and that's basically just how much money we're paying for goods and services. And this is something that the Federal Reserve also looks at to gauge the economy. Now, right now, economists are anticipating that the data release is going to hint that the economy is cooling off. So right now, short term, it's forecasted to be up slightly, but year over year, it's down 3.8%. So we'll see what happens with that. Next, okay, earnings is going to be pretty interesting this week. Big earnings are going to be Costco for retail. We also have Nike. I don't know. I'm not really going to be checking for BlackBerry too much. Carnival. I want to look at CCL. So Carnival, that's going to be a big one. And Micron, okay, MU. So decent with the earnings. But the biggest thing next week is going to be that PCE data that's coming out on Friday. And of course, what we've been talking about the past couple of weeks is the UAW strike. So with the auto industry, the strikes going on, they're actually adding on, what is it? They added 38 more facilities over the 20 states that this is happening in. So, you know, it's not looking the best, but they are, you know, they're making way. I think one of the companies, they bumped it up to 20% from the 10 that they were offering as far as increasing wages. So, you know, we'll see what happens with that next week. But yeah, the stock prices have been fluctuating. GM stock dropped 4% last week alone, but Ford was up on Friday. So, you know, all of this news can go either way with the stock. So it's always good just to keep them on your radar and, of course, follow the trends, okay? But honestly, that's pretty much it for next week. So, yeah, that was an interesting update. Now, this is something that we've been looking at, which looks a mess, okay? So this is SPY. We're going to start with SPY, get into QQQ, then I'm going to look at CCL next. Oop. Oh, okay. Hey, Marion. Miss DD25, what's up? Terry. Hey, Faye. Hey, Corey. And what's up, Vince? All right, so you guys, we're looking at SPY right now. Up here, up top, this is on the daily chart. I like to do the top-down method, going from the daily, the 4-hour, to the 1-hour chart. So long-term, this is what we have been kind of hoping for. But SPY did finally have that break on the 200 period moving average. And that's that yellow line right there. Long term, that's bearish. Now, the next bearish signal that I would anticipate from this, just the stock dropping below both of the 50 and 200 period moving averages, would be that actual 50 period moving average crossing below that 200. So that's really the death cross right here. This could honestly just be a little pullback. So we're going to have to see going into next week. And so moving down here to the 4-hour chart, just kind of seeing how low that RSI indicator is and, you know, the general pattern. I'm wondering if we're going to have a bullish rebound next week, potentially up to this 439, 440 area. And you kind of see here the super trend is around 438. So, I mean, if it was able to, you know, kind of break back into this range and hold above that, then, you know, we can start talking about potentially getting back into this 450. But going into next week, that's kind of what I would be looking for. Either a bullish return to, you know, this support. I don't even... some slight ranging in here around this 438, 440. So we'll see what happens. And I mean, of course, on the downside, I mean, it's pretty much already there. I mean, it's pretty much there. So if I was looking for, you know, bearish position, honestly, I can't say that I would be looking for that. But if I was, theoretically, it would probably be below this 429. But puts, I don't know if I'm looking for it next week for this. I'm honestly not, but we're just going to have to see. Let me look back. Because you can kind of see right here. I mean, we're in a very interesting place. We have some support back here. This is all the way back in June 26th. So we really just have to see what happens right here, because we've been in this little range a few times back in June. This isn't directly that, but you know, mid-August, we were kind of around here and we've fallen back. So let's just see what happens, how she reacts around this 200 period moving average. Even though we did theoretically break, I just want to see. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Oop. Yeah, let me know in the comments below. Do you think this is a pullback for SPY, or, you know, do you think we have more bearish energy to come? Okay. And on the heels of SPY, let's just go to QQQ really quickly. You know it's going to look pretty similar. Wow. Okay, QQQ is looking pretty similar to SPY, and we can kind of see on this daily chart here, we have a lot of volume here around this 375. But we did have that pullback down to the 200 period moving average here as well. You know, so going into next week, just looking at this RSI, I want to see, are we going to have a potential bullish reverse? I don't want to say reversal, but a bullish pullback. That's not the right word. I don't know. It's not coming to my head, but I think you guys know what I'm talking about. So we had, in the long-term trend, uptrend, we had the bearish pullback, but I want to see, you know, how we retrace after that pullback with the RSI. So for me, if I was going to anticipate that next week, we're just going to have to see. Here the super trend is around 364. We closed at 358 for QQQ. Honestly, and I'm not even gonna, let me see. I would probably keep it at that, that's 361 for me, just because, you know, that's a peak that we had from Friday. So if I were to, and then also here, this is on the 1 hour chart, 50 period moving averages here, probably around 362. So just kind of seeing if that did happen, if I saw the stock, you know, start to break above that range, move above the 50 period moving average on the hourly chart, then, you know, potential bullish continuation. So we'll see what happens. Oh, Miss Mac is in here. Okay. Hey, Acorn Ridge. Acorn, I haven't seen you in a while. What's going on? From Ohio. Good evening, BGS. This is from Daniel. Shouts out from England. Oh my God. And also, Daniel, I don't know if you are aware, but now, if you were interested in using this platform that I'm trading on right now, Webull, they are now available in the UK. So if you're not already on it, go ahead and just check it out, okay? Oop. Corey said, dump it. Acorn Ridge says a potential pullback. Black swans flying in. Retrace. We'll see. Faye says, I think it's going to go down a little bit more. Miss Matt here. Let's look at TQQQ. You know, girl. You know, TQQQ. Say that 5 times fast. You know it's going to look similar. Let's see. But it's cheaper too. So that's key. Ooh. Yeah, we're just going to have to see, you guys. And I love, literally, it sets up like this every Sunday for us. So I like how the market kind of, it gives us something to work with, because there was a lot of uncertainty. Maybe this past couple of weeks, it's been a mess. So, you know, they held off on the interest rates. They did say that they're going to continue increasing. I feel like the market may have, is it raining? No, that's the wind. You know, I feel like they've probably priced that in. So we're just going to have to see how the market goes. I'm looking at this 4-hour chart, you guys. I don't know. We may have some calls coming. We'll see. But yeah, same thing for TQQQ. just different numbers. For this, it looks literally the same. For this bullish entry, I would probably wait for 36. Just kind of see there. Even better would probably be that 37, and then on the downside, probably around 35 flat if I was going to get into something bearish. So that's pretty much that on that. What is this? Hold on. Where's my line? I don't know why it's not showing me the line on that one. That's okay. Okay, so that's that on that. Janet Yellen is gonna say, I like Janet Yellen. There's something about her energy that I like. She seems like she doesn't take a lot of mess. What's going on? Clumsy, you're new in the Discord. What's going on, Nate? All right, come on, you guys. Let's go ahead and let's get into it. Okay, so I'm gonna do Carnival Cruise next. Like I said, I have a few stocks that I want to look at, and we're gonna run through this like like a race. And if you have any that you want to look at, just put it in the comments, and then I'm gonna pin it and we'll look at it. So CCL, they do have their earnings next week, so be mindful of this, but just know the positions that I am looking to trade, they expired a little bit further out, so we may, you know, what? Oh no. See, now this is making me feel away. Okay. Oh no, this is weird. Okay, so the reason why I wanted to look at this stock, there's a huge position in my Discord right now. It's over 1 million premium spent, open interest, volume huge on CCL calls. But sometimes in those positions, you kind of want to be careful because they don't really show, is it more buying or selling pressure? So if it's more selling, then that's like a short position. So, I mean, with this kind of looks like a pullback like SPY. I don't know. Not really. Not really. Okay, so actually I want to do this. So they do have their earnings next week. Let's go to Tiblio really quickly. Hold on. I don't know if it's gonna show y'all my information. Let me see. Brief intermission. Hold on, you guys. Dang, I don't remember my password. Shoot. Okay, we may have to skip this. See, they're tripping. Hold on, you guys. Dog, Tiblio. Let me check my email real quick. Okay, Tiblio link. Am I in? Yes. Okay, so let's come back over to Tiblio. And shouts out to Tiblio. What are we looking for? I just lost my train of thought. Oh, okay, CCL. Okay. Okay, so they're projected to move around $10 on a low side of 1. So if I was going to do a credit spread or something like that, I would have something within that range. So you guys, I really, and just kind of looking at this RSI though, but it's been in a downtrend. If I was going to take that trade and you know, anticipate it potentially moving out of this downtrend that it's been in since July, I don't know. This is a little bit further away. And I feel like this is closer to where the super trend indicator is. It'll be around $14.70. I know that that's high. You know what? Yeah, around 1465. So let's just see what happens. That's really not that far. I know it looks like it is, but girl, this thing is so close on the hourly chart. It's so close to the moving averages here. That's nothing. So if I was gonna take that large position in the group, that's what I would want to wait for. But honestly, I may not mess with it because they have their earnings and just been burned too many times with that. So let me know in the comments below what you guys think about CCL and this large position for calls. So let's just look. I know it expires October 22nd, I believe. Let me see. Hold on, you guys. I know this is a little unprofessional, but that's okay. We're live and direct. Okay. Yes, Lord. October 20th. Let's see. Calls. Wow, the prices are cute. Girl, open interest is cute. Volume cute. 40,000 cute. Yeah, I'm going to keep this on my radar, you guys. Delta is very cute. Premium is cute. Implied volatility is not that high yet. Theta is cute. Please. Let me put my... I like to do this when I'm on live. I'm just going to go ahead and set my alert. And that's that on that. Oh, thank you, Corey, for your super chat. CCL, my baby. Can we look at Amazon? Oh, okay. Amazon is actually last on my list, but I'm going to move that up for you. Okay. Crack. Who's Crack? D Visuals Crack 1382. Oh, okay. You said if it breaks 1382, I'm on puts. I know that's right. Around June 26th, they were at the same level. Could there be a double bottom? That's what I'm saying. I need to see. So that's why, I like to set these little levels and alerts so that when it does potentially break above, I would say a potential zone, a support or resistance zone, then that's when you can get in. So we'll just have to see. Honestly, it's a waiting game. We're looking at swing trades, you guys. So when we're doing these lives and we're starting from the daily and the 4 hour, this is all swing trade action. So it may take a couple of days, and that's okay. Hey, Courtney. Yes, we did QQQ and SPY and TQQQ. We did that. Just rewind it a little bit. Okay, you said American. Is that American Airlines? Yeah, that is. Okay, we might add that on there. So yeah, you guys, I don't know about the CCL, but put some alerts on it and we'll keep it moving. We can look at IWM really quickly. And this is from Victor. And then next, let's look at Amazon from Didi. Oh! So now, who was that said that earlier? I can see what you're saying. You said I can see it. This is cute. Now, one thing I really like about IWM, it moves a little bit differently than SPY. So don't look at SPY and say, oh, okay, I'm looking at, they do not move the same, but slightly. So comparing this to SPY and QQQ that we were looking into, we can see that our price has moved a lot further beyond the 200 period moving average, but that doesn't have to be a bad thing because I know you guys can see we have some strong range action right here around this value area low. So that's this orange line here. And this red line here, this is essentially resistance and this is essentially support. This is all drawn by the volume profile indicator. I did not draw any of this. So if you guys, you know, are interested in just getting more into support and resistance, please start using the volume profile indicator. It does everything for you. But just looking at IWM, I really want to see what she does. Because we can already see right here, we've broken through that range. Okay. 185. I mean, just looking at it on the daily chart, I want to see, is it still gonna, you know, come down here to this 174 potentially? So that's a couple of dollars from where we are. But looking here at the 4 hour, we're just gonna kind of have to monitor this this RSI. It's pretty low. So for me, see, that's why I know you guys can see it. When it's already this low, sometimes it's a little bit difficult for me to look for bearish positions because I really prefer to enter, like I would prefer to enter the bearish position here, okay? I want to get that. I don't want to get anybody's leftovers. So if it's not giving me that, I'm not doing bearish. The only thing I would look for is a potential bullish reversal, or well, a reversal for a long, would you consider this an uptrend? I mean, if it is, it's a very, very light one. Definitely giving range. Oh, girl, I don't know. So we're going to have to see, because even pulling it out a little bit more, pause. Let me, yeah. I mean, we could, that 164, so we still have some room that we could potentially drop, but we could, you know, have that pattern too. So there's a few different things that would happen. So I would just need to mark up those ranges and just wait for the stock to do what it does. But yeah, for bullish, I would feel comfortable somewhere around 178 to 179 for entry. And then, you know, potentially moving our way back up to that 182. We're just going to have to see how it reacts around here. But I can see it coming back to this high volume area around 184. So we'll have to see for IWM. Okay, so let's do Amazon next. Who asked for that? Ooh, SQQQ has been doing cute. I can't find the Amazon one. I can't find it, but I know. Okay, that's okay. All right, let's look at Amazon really quickly. Amazon, you guys, that was one of the top moving stocks last week. So the top stocks were Ford, Tesla, SOFI. We definitely need to get into some SOFI. And I don't know if you guys follow me on Instagram, but I put up a post on Airbnb. I think we were looking at that last Sunday. Been eating up the puts, eating them up. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Okay. Hold on. What is Amazon trying to do? I don't know. Girl, I don't know. Okay, so looking at Amazon on the daily chart, I mean, overall, we've been in a decent uptrend since March. We had this little drop below the 50 period moving averages, but this is cute. I don't know if you guys are into gap filling. I love gaps now. It's not always a guarantee, but sometimes, a lot of times, when you, especially on the daily chart, when you see these little gaps like that, that just means that the price moved at an extremely strong, volatile, quick manner. And, you know, a lot of times, sometimes that gap will get filled. So, you know, we could potentially see a move back up to this 135 and then just kind of go from there, see what happens. That's what I've been looking at for the gap fills. So for Amazon, oh, and then, okay, even moving down here to the 4 hour chart, you can kind of see we've been ranging in between this 142 to, you know, around 130, 129, those areas, those zones. You can see we've fallen down here to our support with the low RSI. Cute for a bullish entry. I would like that. So for me, and I love how all this stuff looks exactly the same. Everybody has this little bloop right there, that little peak, very close to the 50-period moving average on the hourly chart. So pretty similar to the other stocks that we were looking at. If I was anticipating Amazon continuing in this little range, this nice little range that we've had, I would probably want to see a little breakout above this 132 for Amazon. So 132.80 range. So whatever you guys like. And then super trend is up here at 134, but by that time we have a few dollars in our pocket. And you know, with the, let's look at some contracts on Amazon real quick. Hold on. I really love doing 30 days out. It's okay. This one is cute. Look, you know, depending on what you want, 44,000 with the open interest, pretty much 45. 2,000 volume, cute. Delta's cute, 32, okay. For 200, we'll see. So we'll see, you guys. Okay, so that's that on Amazon. Can you give your thoughts on Broadcom? Y'all asked me about Broadcom. It's too high. I don't look at Broadcom. I don't look at that. What's the ticker symbol for Broadcom? Is it AVGO? No. What was it? AVGO. Let's look at AVGO. Let's see what she's talking about. I'm telling you, I don't trade that mess. Golly, $20? I might need to trade AVGO, dog. Oh my God. You usually see moves like that with Tesla. Oh, let's see. AVGO, what's she talking? Hold on, let me just look real quick. Let me see. I'm sorry, you guys. Let me just look. See? So if I was going to do something with AVGO, it would probably be debit spreads or something like that. So let me just look at a cute little spread real quick. Now that's more like it. But the delta is so low. Dog. Okay, well, anyways, let's go to the chart. She not playing. Dog. So yeah, AVGO looks pretty similar to what we were looking at with SPY, and that's really the reason I love looking at those charts before we get started, because a lot of stocks follow that. So with AVGO, and these candles that they've had the past couple of days look very cute. So it did, you know, try to break through that little 200-period moving average, honey, but she said, girl, bye. And she came right back on up. So what we're going to need to see, I'm going to need, for this AVGO, I'm just going to go ahead and, because you're not going to fool me. I need to see a breakout, and I know it's a few dollars away, but this is a higher price stock, so we can see that it moves. But I wouldn't touch calls until it got back to that 842. I don't care. I wouldn't touch it until it got above 842, 845. After that, we can play. But yeah, so that's kind of how I think about AVGO. But on the opposite side, if this is a potential fake situation and it continues dropping further, I would probably look for bearish entry. Probably somewhere around 820. Better would be 811. I mean, if that's the case, we can see it coming back down to 763. So we'll have to see with AVGO. But it's just a little bit pricey for me. So I don't know. 28, I could put 2,800 on something real quick. I could do that. Okay. So let's go to the next one. Let's look at American Airlines really quickly. Okay, hold on. Let me respond to this. You said making your monthly rent. I know that's right. Blessings from Kansas City. Hey, Brian. Okay, so this is from Shay. I keep watching, but it just hasn't clicked. I don't understand, and that's okay. One thing I would suggest is, and a lot of people are always against this, I don't understand why. I would say if you're not using Webull, get Webull. Start playing with these screeners and things like that. Just kind of play around with screeners, you know, looking for high volume stocks, things that you would want to trade options on. And the main thing I would say is get into, what am I trying to, I don't know. Hold on. Get into following the trend. And the reason why I say that, I would just say, just kind of, what am I trying to say? Okay, I think this is going to make it easier. I think you should get, if you haven't already, get Alexander Elder's, The New Trading for a Living. I think that that's really going to help if you haven't read that. But the thing that has really helped me more than anything is, one, swing trading, two, analyzing stocks with this particular top-down method at using 3 different time frames: daily, 4-hour, or 1 hour. Or if I'm day trading, I'll do a 1 hour, 30-minute, 5-minute, or something like that. I'm always looking at multiple time frames. And then trading strategies. So I only trade particular strategies, whether that's a crossover, a breakout above support and resistance, a pullback, a continuation. Just have something like that and just start from there. I just told, shouts out to, oh my God. Oh no, I forgot her name. Okay, I'm not even gonna say it. Anyways, yeah. Let's go to the next one. Damn, I forgot her name. Jasmine. Shouts out to Jasmine from Sunday or Saturday. We had a Zoom meeting. So, all right. Gush. All right, let's get into American Airline next. How long have we been on here, you guys? We have 70 people in here, 36 likes. Come on, you guys. Click the thumbs up button for me, please. Thank you. We've been on here for 30 minutes. Okay, we're doing good. Oh, that's what you meant when you said monthly rent on that option contract, right? Who is this? Is American looking like this? Okay, so this is exciting. I'm going to do a little circle around American. Now, this is interesting, you guys. Let's get into American Airlines. So looking on the daily chart, I mean, it looks like she had a nasty couple of years with the pandemic, but she's playing around, She was trading below our 50 and 200 period moving averages for a while. She's just now starting to, peak out, feel herself starting January. Now, we had this peak around July at $19, okay? We had this huge pullback down to 12. Yes. Now, what I like is looking at this, you see this dotted line here. Our volume profile shows we have a lot of volume here, okay? Around this $13 and $13.88 to $14 range, whatever you would want to say. There's like this little spot here. Now, we've hit this a couple of times, and every time we hit it, let's see. hit it there, had a little drop, blop. Kind of consolidated there, came back, blop. Kind of came down. Let's see what happens. Is it gonna go blop again? I don't know. So that's kind of, if I was going to look at something on American, that's what I would trade. So for me, if I was gonna do it, y'all, I would probably have my entry. I like to keep it cute, probably around 13.20. Give it. I was gonna say something nasty, and I'm not, y'all. Yeah, I would say 13.10 would be cute, but better for me would probably be a breakout around that 13.20, because if you see, you know, we kind of have some resistance here from last week, Thursday and Friday. So a breakout above that 13.20.25 would be good for me. Super trend on the 4-hour chart is at 13.40, so you already know what time they're on, but potential target, you know, $17 to $18. And as far as the holding time, so we had our peak July 11th. It was about a couple of months. So we'll see what happens with American. If I was gonna get something, it would be something further out. We could try October 20th, December. Let's do it. Let's look at a couple real quick. Oh, these prices are cute. Cute delta. Let me see. 23 delta, 15K volume. That was like more of a day trade there. So yeah, we'll just have to see with this one. Oh, that was December. That wasn't even October. October. Damn, October's even better. Look at that. 50 with the delta, $50 on the premium. Open interest and volume is trash. Let's see. 16K, 5K, 9. That's trash too. 20. Well, we'll just have to play around with that, but we'll see with American. So I'll just keep my prices on that. But this looks really cute to me. So I'm not even gonna let myself forget. I'm gonna go ahead and put my alerts right now and get ready for next week. Okay. So let's scoop that under. Okay, the next one. Okay. Hey, Shay. Okay, so yeah, you have Webull. Definitely start getting into those screeners and just keep doing it. I use Webull for my actual trades. I use Thinkorswim for charting and paper trading only. I do not trade on Thinkorswim. And also, honey, I've really been getting into TradingView because I like how you're able to go back and just watch trades. Like I would just sit here and just put a stock and just watch how it moves with an indicator. Just watch. Get your popcorn and just watch. Put some music on or something and just look and see how it reacts. And you'll just really start to... Okay, let's look at SOFI. Definitely made a few coins on SOFI the past couple of weeks. Okay. So I think everybody knows what we're anticipating with the SOFI. We have our student loans coming back, I think next month, October. So we've kind of been seeing that inch up a little bit. We had a pretty strong pullback last week. God, dog. Below the 200 period moving average. So we're going to have to see, you know, is this a long-term bearish move, potentially coming back to this 5, or, you know, just like SPY, is this, you know, possible pullback around this area? So, that's nasty. Excuse me. So for me, I want to see what happens next week. I want to see, since it did break through that $8 around this $8, that 200 period moving average. So where is that? I want to see if it potentially has a move back and uses that as a resistance. So next week, could it come up here, use that as a resistance and continue downward? If that was the case, I would probably have bearish entry around 740. That's not too far from where we closed. But yeah, I'll probably be around 744 if that did happen. But as far as a potential bullish reversal, I think that's pretty much where I would probably just go with the super trend. It's at that 882. I would probably say 850. So if I was going to do something bearish and anticipated potentially, you know, pulling back from that, I would probably have to wait for it to come above probably this 850 range. But for the bearish continuation that it's had recently, passing through that 200 period moving average, I would probably have my entry around the 744, 740 area. It's already down there. So we'll just have to see. Let me know what you guys think about SOFI going into the rest of the year. So do you think that this strong pullback, I mean, because it could, the stock could have, you know, risen like that off of all the student loan news that we've had coming out the past few months. So do you see this as a short-term pullback to a long-term continuation with the student loan payments coming back into effect? Because see right here, we have some resistance right here at the 794. This was back in February, and we already moved all the way back up to that with a little pullback. She's playing around. Let me know what you guys think. Because I can see that coming back up to that 9. But it's going to need some strong motion, strong movement. But it's possible. Is Webull better than Robinhood? Yes! Robinhood is trash, okay? Yes, Webull is better than Robinhood. 1,000 times better than Robinhood. Okay. Just believe in your investment timeline. Thank you, Carl. Just A said, I'm just going to buy stand next week. I understand that. Hey, Amanda. So for my one-on-ones, there's I have different services available. So there's different time links. So if you just have a couple of questions, there's 15 minutes. I think there's 20 minutes, there's 40 minutes. There's one where we go over a complete trading plans and stuff like that. So there's different things. It just depends on what you need. Carl, do you have SOFI? So is it SOFI or SOFI? You have SOFI calls or puts, Carl? Loans are not a big part of their money. Okay. Okay, let's look at PLTR next. Student loans payments coming, not good with inflation. Let's try it. Said, I think it's a short pullback. Al Wishes said, I have three long-term calls. Darren, this is on Webull. Very basic for me. I need to start from scratch. It's okay. All right, let's do okay, let's wrap it up, you guys. Let's get into so let's do PLTR. I'm gonna do XOM. Let's look at Ford. We already did SOFI. We can look at Tesla. I really don't even want to look at Tesla, to be honest. I don't even want to look at her. She's getting on my nerves. I'm gonna do AT&T. We already did Amazon. I think that's it. Because energy. Okay, last week again, for this month, energy has been the top sector. Okay, energy last week was up 2.9%. So that was the top sector for energy. And real estate was the worst sector, down 3.67%. So real estate has been trash. All right. What did I say we're going to do next? I forgot. That's what I get for being rude. I forgot. Oh, yeah, PLTR. Okay. So let's see what Palantir is talking about. And actually, there's I'm seeing large call positions on PLTR too. So I'm trying to see what her T is, because she was playing around last week. So let's see. Looking at it on this 4-hour chart. See, that's the rule when doing this top-down method. You're not supposed to look at the earlier time frames before you look at this one. So sometimes I catch myself peeking at that 4-hour and I get myself excited. So let's stay on track. Looking at the daily chart up here, we can see PLTR. She was in a strong downtrend, but she's trying to make her way. She just started moving above our 50 and our 200 period moving averages around the top of this year, around, late June, July. Wow. So it must have had a decent earnings report around May, doing her thing, using this as support around this 14, literally right where we are. Isn't that something? Right where we are. She's been using this as support for a while, all the way since June. She's been playing around. And now she just kind of fell below this 200 period moving average. She's been playing around. So we're going to need to see what she's talking about. You guys, I'm just going to need to see. Now, one thing I do like, moving to the 4-hour chart, and I have the volume profile on both. But you can see we have a lot of volume here around this 1523. And if you notice back here, we had some slight consolidation around July. Okay. We were playing around right there for, for a week, couple of weeks, a week or so. And then she shot up to that 18, had a little pullback, shot up to that 20. We're in the pullback. Now I want to see what she's doing. For me, I feel like 15 would be a good place. Once it kind of gets past that 15, it could potentially do another up to that 20. So that is a potential for Palantir. But, we do want to keep in mind it did breach that 200 period moving average on the daily. But for me, it's not giving death cross until the 50 crosses below the 200. So we always have a potential of some get back. And technically, it's in between the 50 and the 2 period. No. And we did have that breakout. So I don't know, you guys really need to be careful with this. A lot of things could happen because it did have that bearish break. It's been consolidating here, had that little breakout there. So, yeah, I already said where I would have my bullish entry, and that's pretty much right here where the super trend indicator is, around $15. But bearish, I probably have it right here at this 1350. And if we breach that, it's probably done data out of there. So that's where I would have it with PLTR. And PLTR has extremely, extremely cute option prices. Look at this. $70. Can't beat that. $100. Can't beat that. $22,000, $20,000. Can't beat that. So we'll see with PLTR. Okay. The next one I'm going to look at is XOM. I don't know. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, you guys, but I'm really showing my on this live, but I really like that new Doja Cat song. She's been putting out the hits. Okay. XOM, I'm not 100% sure on this. You can see on the daily chart, extremely bullish. light years ahead of the 50 and the 200 period moving average. But something that we always see is the price will always return to the moving average. It's like science. So, I mean, as far as that goes, I'm wondering if the price would at least, you know, come back down to this potential, well, it's not potential, but this resistance that we have here around $111 to see if it would use it as a potential support. But I would like to see it come back down there, potentially to this 50 period moving average. So it'll be 109. And I mean, a worst case worst coming down to 104. So kind of bearish on XOM. I just really want to see. And even looking on the 4-hour chart, it did breach our super trend indicator. So that's why we have that down arrow. So we'll see what happens. I think I actually still have a bearish position open on XOM, and leaving positions open is always risky on the weekend. But if you're swing trading and you just you have your plan together, you know, the price may fluctuate, but if it hasn't passed the stop, yeah, I have a position open right now. It's up 15% right now, and this expires in November. So this is a November put for XOM. I also have puts on Walmart too. So if I were somebody and I was looking at this, I would probably have my stop loss. I'm just going to do a new one. If I was going to have a stop loss, it would probably be around this 116. Even a little bit more, you know, a little bit more extreme would be 117. And as far as an entry, you already know what I'm going to say. Probably this 114.50. So seeing a breach below that would be a pretty good entry if you were trying to get into this. Otherwise, just set your limits and leave it alone. Okay. Oh, DVN is good for energy. Oh, that's let's look at Apple. Apple, we can do Apple last. Ford somehow is rebounding. Yeah, it's crazy, which makes no sense with the news, but it is what it is. Exactly. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna have to pick and choose. Let me see. Okay, let's do DVN. We can do Apple, Ford. Let me write this down. I'm gonna look at Ford and then one last one. AMD. I kind of wanted to look at AT&T, but we can do AMD. They're probably going to be affected by Micron's earnings this week. Okay, so let's get into it, you guys. Let's do DVN really quickly. Make sure you guys click that thumbs up button for me too, please. I need the views and the likes to match. Otherwise, you just watching it. You don't be a hater, okay? Don't be a hater. Nobody likes it. Oh, that's DVN looking cute like that. But not really. So, well, so looking at it on the daily chart, you know, she's definitely below our 50 and our 200 period moving average. So it's giving bear trend, short-term bear trend. But if I was going to look at a short-term position, I want to see how it reacts around this support. So it kind of shows it here. We have range. So we have some resistance around this 53. And we have some support that we've kind of touched a couple of times back in March, May, June, around this 45 where we are. So even though it did kind of breach below our 50 and 200, I want to see how it's going to act right here. The RSI is a little bit low, so we could have a potential bullish rebound just into this pattern. So if I was going to trade that pattern and anticipating DVN coming back to this 53, this is easy. That's fine. I'll just go ahead and put my entry probably around this 47.70, 47.80. A lot of things happened during that time. We crossed above this short-term 50 period moving average. We crossed above a peak from Friday. Good sign. I feel like better would probably be 48, but and then super trend indicator is 48.30. So obviously once we breach that, definitely potentially coming back to that 49, and then if that's breached, then definitely potentially coming to that 50. And as far as breakout above that, then we're just going to have to see what happens when we get there. Now on the downside, I would, if I was anticipating this, so basically you could either do a rebound trade, anticipating it coming back up to that 53, or you can do a bearish breakout below the support at 45. So if it breaks below that 45, child, there's no telling. Okay. So if I was going to, anticipate that, I would have my bearish entry probably around that 40. What did I say? Oh, it had it set for me right there. Probably around 45.50 to 46. So that's what I would say for DVN. What is the super trend? Super trend is an indicator. Let me give you a textbook definition. Let's look and see. Where is it? Okay. Look, I use super trend. It really just kind of goes off of breakouts. So just like here, okay, we have this drop, and technically once we broke above this area, I mean, it's no longer making lower lows at that point. So that's where the super trend indicator is highlighted as a bullish breakout. And then on the opposite, this has been moving up, but theoretically, once we, kind of drop below this point, then we will be moving into the bearish territory. So, yeah. Okay. Let's look at Apple, then Ford, and then AMD, and then we are going to wrap it up, you guys, because I know it's Sunday, and I know you guys are ready to meal prep, shower, turn up, get a glass of wine, do whatever. Apple looks cute. Now, Apple was one of the stocks that was doing pretty decent last week, even with all the turmoil. Okay, Apple looks really cute to me, so I just need to see what's going on. Apple looks like it's been in a pretty decent consolidation. It was consolidating around here around August. Then she had a cute little break. Now she moved back down, playing in our face for September. And let's see if she does a little break, because we have a lot of volume right here around this 177. That RSI, she looks like she's trying to, continue moving upwards. So, Apple's consolidating right now. I would need to see some type of breakout, just like it happened, just like here, but it rebounded. If I was looking for long-term calls, anticipating Apple continuing in this long-term trend, I would probably have 177 as an entry. And then as far as a target, potentially 190, honestly. But for bearish, I would want to say 173 to 171. But obviously seeing a breach below that 171, I mean, it's done data out of there. At that point, we probably would have had the death cross with our super trend. So, I mean, not super trend, our moving averages here. So that's kind of something that I would want to see. I would need to see some type of breakout from this range. So I would love to see either a bullish breakout above that 179 or a bearish breakout below that 173 to 171. And that's where we can really start to turn up. I'm starting to get tired, you guys. Investopia. Don't sleep on HE. HE, I did really well with HE a couple of weeks ago. Yes, I have a video on the super trend indicator. Yes, I do. Just go to my playlist. That I have a playlist for indicators of all the ones that I have so far, and I've of course still have more to make. So there's endless amounts of content. Oh yeah, did amazingly well with Square puts last week. So I don't know if I'm still interested in looking at Square this week. I don't know if it's on my radar. Okay, let's do Ford. Is she starting to act up? Oof. I mean, yeah, she did something cute on Friday, but long term, girl, it's not looking cute. Let me see. I mean, she's been peaking. There's been a lot of interesting news with Ford. This was back in May. Yeah, it looks like, she may be trading below this 200 period moving average on the daily. If she can't break above that, I'm not sure. We could be in for, some more floor. Lower peaks. So next week, I want to see, is it going to continue in this little cute pattern, this little cute bearish pattern next week? So for me, if I was going to be bearish on Ford, I mean, on the 1 hour chart, if it passed below that 1237 range, it would have at that point passed below the 50 and the 200 period moving average on that time frame. So I feel like that would be a decent entry 1236. Even better, of course, would be 1218. For bearish positions. And as far as a target, I'll probably have, that's really not that much. Hold on. Target 12. I mean, for a target, I could say 1150-ish. So if I was going to get into that position, I would probably take profits here. I would take some profits here and see what happens. And then if it continue going on, I'll probably jump back in and, anticipate it coming back down to that $10. So we'll see what happens with Ford with next week too, with this strike and stuff like that. So we're going to have to pay attention to Ford and General Motors next week. Okay. He has lawsuits, but they're coming back. Who? Oh, Hawaiian. It was a mess with them. Okay. Let's do the last one, you guys. Let's do AMD, and then we're going to wrap it up because I just have a feeling that next week is going to be a really good week for trades. I'm just really excited. So, okay. God, dog, what is going on? Really? Wow. She's falling like that? Sometimes I feel like I need to scoot back. Let me just see. So this is interesting. Even though she's had this extremely strong pullback from 132 in June. You guys. Why does everything look almost the same? Is this a pullback or not? I mean, we're kind of moving in. I mean, we kind of have a death cross here. We have our 50 period moving average below the 200. We have that line. AMD, I don't know. I would say, okay, we have some resistance here at 109, but girl, we've gone past that. I want to see what happens next week. I feel like there may be a potential gap fill. Okay, so maybe a potential bullish move up to 106. Potentially, I would want to see what happens if it moves back up to the 106. To be honest with you, I feel like that would be a good entry for more puts because this thing looks like it is dropping like a hot cake. So I don't know if I would jump right into puts, even though it's extremely bearish. I wouldn't jump right into puts yet. I mean, I would have to see. Oh, okay. I have some alert here. I think I was messing with this last week. I don't remember. I don't remember trading. Hold on, let me look in the Discord book. Hold on, you guys, please. Oops. Did I trade AMD last week? No. Okay, I don't know why it's on my... Why do I have an alert for it? 9/13. I had calls on AMD around the 13th. I don't know, maybe that's what... I don't know, y'all. Anyways, so yeah, I mean, it's looking like it's giving strong downtrend. I want to see if it retraces, like we said, potentially filling that bullish gap. Oh, my puppy wants to go for a walk. He probably has to use the bathroom. So we're going to have to wrap this up quick, you guys. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Are you guys into the gap fills? Do you think that we could potentially have a bullish move back up to that 100? So that would probably be around right here. Just a little bullish pullback to potentially continue going further downward. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. For AMD. Oop. Carl said AMD calls. Oop. Really? For Christmas? Really? Okay. We're gonna have to see. If I was gonna get calls, I don't know, you guys. I'm gonna stick with the super trend. I'm gonna wait for 100. So if it does have that bullish pull back to fill that gap, which would be great, we can do something cute with that, and then we're just gonna have to see if it breaches that 100. If it breaches 100, then it could potentially come back to this 132. So we're gonna have to see. It's September. What did I say? What did I say? I like your optimism. I like your optimism. I debated sitting out this last week of September to rebuild. I understand that. And it's okay to sit out if you need to, because I promise you last week, honestly, sometimes I don't feel like trading. And I'll just put it in the Discord. I'll just say I'm not going to be trading today and feel no ways about it. 93. Okay, Carl, you're saying 93. We're just gonna have to see. Only market week. So you like the gap. That's okay. All right, you guys. So we're just gonna have to see. I like that we can come together and do this though. Like, I really enjoy this. So this is kind of cool. Like. And I just want to say, there, out of all the content out there, I mean, there's a lot of mess out there, but at least we can come together and, do something productive and make some money from it. So talking about gossip, nobody's making money except the content creators doing that. But this is something that we can all profit from. And I love that. Okay. So let's go into next week with positivity. Make sure you have your trading plans set up, put your alerts in, and let's rock. What time frame are you looking at? Grizzly, this is 3 different time frames. So this is the top-down method, daily chart first, then we move to the 4-hour chart. Okay, so let me read this. Okay, I'm gonna say this last part and I'm gonna let you go. Oh, hold on, let me move back to the screen because you can't see. Okay. First screen, we want to find trends on the further time frame, daily chart, because I like to swing trade. Then we can come and find oversold and overbought positions for a decent entry, or even to see if we would want to get into that position on the medium time frame. This is the 4-hour chart for me. And then you can come here on the closest time frame. For me, it's the hour, and that's really where you can put your entries and say, okay, breakout here, this and that. Targets, I would make my profit targets and stop losses usually on the daily or the 4-hour chart. So in entries on the closest one. So that's multiple time frames always. Swinging is where it's at. I know that's... All right, you guys, so we're gonna wrap this up. I have to go walk my dog, and I'm probably gonna... I just bought Saints Row. I really don't have a lot of time to play games, but I just bought it, so I might go maybe get some wine or something, just turn up. All right, you guys, I love you. Have a good week. I'll see you next time, and trade well. Bye.